Hi, my name is Gabby Casper, and this is the day in the life of a student at the Waldorf School of Saratoga Springs. Come on in.
Audio Jungle.
Or higher, right? In the power series. And then this one would be theta 1 over x. So we're writing down the formulas because we're about to take a test in calculus, and I think we're all a little nervous, but I think we're going to do really well. Right? I think it went pretty well. Not as bad as I expected. It wasn't that bad. I think we're all going to do really well on it.
Audio Jungle.
I'm going around with my Santa hat because Secret Santa is coming out and I am in charge of it. So I'm in charge of knowing who everybody has and making sure that everybody gets presents.
Just get them chocolates or something nice.
So, and next week math class, so you'll see that soon. It's fun. Right now we are going into our calculus track class. There's two choices, so when you start senior year you can either go into topics and calculus, and that's what we're all in right now. So the majority of my class is in calculus, and then there's two other people who are in the topics class. And we just finished our calculus main lesson, so a lot of calculus today.
Audio Jungle.
Move down to surveying.
This is what we were asking about. Remember when we were like, well, how do we know if this is accurate? Because he's like, you can kind of guess that that's a 45-degree angle. We're like, but how?
Or 360.
That was my
the spot.
question.
And setting up that relationship between sides and between figures. And then we moved into trigonometry.
So, right now we're going to English, and we are currently in Russian literature, and we are reading Tolstoy. So, this is going to be exciting.
What is the nature of goodness, of evil, of life, of happiness? He wants to always ask the big question.
And I was a little confused because he said, like, what dwells in man is love and also pity in some sense. And then he said, what is not given to man is to, like, know his own needs. And then he said, what men live by. But again, he said, like, love, but then, like,
Yeah, so but that figure was painted as, the good guy in the story.
Yeah.
So what was that?
Well, he actually he hadn't gone out and bought himself a brand new
no,
Chevrolet or anything
it had
like
all
that.
been
It would all been
to
hers.
commemorate his wife.
Yeah.
It had all been in honor of her.
That was our English class, and we were doing Russian literature. As you saw, Tolstoy, fairy tales, very interesting stuff. And now we are on our way to chorus, and I believe we are singing Christmas carols, so it's going to be good.
Audio Jungle.
Go back to C major, please. No. And we'll go down. And well, if everybody who studies French, a circle of German, you can join the German and help them.
Science?
And the and again. And. And Abby, and. Good, second sopranos.
Four calling birds, three Frenches.
So we just got out of chorus, and we were singing 12 Days of Christmas, and then we were also doing a warm-up exercise, which was like the 1, 2, 3 thing. And we did that in like 4 different languages, I think, so that was pretty cool. And then now we're learning another song. It was part of the Jewish tradition, so that's pretty cool too. So we sing a lot of languages in a cappella too. It's just we cover, I think, like 4 languages we sing overall, so it's pretty cool.
Audio Jungle.
So this is lunchtime. And I have a tiny obsession with Italian seasoning, and it's always right here, so I just put a ton of it on. You know, people judge me for this, but I don't know why. I think the more seasoning, the better. Pretty ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous. Wow, that's pretty harsh. I think if you took a bite, you would understand what I'm feeling.
It's actually okay.
Yeah, no, it's good. These are the ninth grade boys who still have the energy to play outside and run. Once that was me too. I'm not there anymore. I have aged, but yeah, no. Usually people hang out outside and play, and then when it gets too cold, they're all in here. And it's pizza day. That's another reason why everybody is in here. Now we are on our way to art class and we're doing bookbinding right now. So it's really interesting and I'll show you the process while we're up there because we're in the middle of making a stab book. So you'll see, it's really cool.
Audio Jungle.
So this was actually the first book I made, and this is just a folded book. It's not actually put together yet. And so then I'm going to paste this to here, and then on the other side here, and then it's going to open like that. It's like this big, long thing. This is the second book we all are making, and this is a stab book. So it was made similarly with the piece of cardboard, except we cut 4 pieces of cardboard. So there's this one, and then this is a separate piece of cardboard, and then we taped it right here so that it bends but it's still sturdy. And we made 2 of those, and then we pasted the paper over the whole thing. I'm cutting more strips of paper for this right now to make it thicker. And then in the end, this is going to go together. And we're going to stab right through this, and however many, I haven't decided yet, and then we're going to stitch that.
And the number of stab holes you make depend on the stitching that you've chosen. So you've got to decide that first.
That's not half.
Audio Jungle.
So we just finished, it was a double period bookbinding, and now we all go to clean up. So there's 10 minutes at the end of the day, and everybody goes into separate rooms, and we just clean up everything, sweep and wipe down the tables and stuff. And I'm a supervisor because I'm a senior, so I supervise in the math. And that's where we're going now. So this is cleanup time. The boys are being so awesome and doing and cleaning the boards and the tables and everything.
Audio Jungle.
So that was the day in the life of Gabby Casper, a senior at the Waldorf School of Saratoga Springs. I'm signing off. Happy weekend!